Christen-Democratic and Flemish CD&amp is a Christian democratic Flemish political party in Belgium. The party has historical ties to both trade unionism and trade associations and the Farmers' League. Until 2001, the party was named the Christian People's Party. It was traditionally the largest political party of Flanders, until it was overtaken by the new Flemish Alliance in the 2010s. CD&amp participated in most governments and has generally the largest number of mayors. Most prime ministers of Belgium and ministers-president of Flanders have been CD&amp politicians. Herman Van Rompuy, the president of the European Council from 2009 to 2014, is one of the leading politicians of CD&amp. CD&amp is a member of the European People's Party and centrist Democrat International. History. The history of the CD&amp dates back to the 19th century. It originated in the 19th century Catholic Party, or Parti Conservateur. At the end of the century, the new fraction of the so-called Christian Democrats shifted the focus of the party slightly to the left. In the interwar years, the party was renamed Catholic Bloc. Then, the Christian Social Party existed from 1945 until 1968. In 1968, the PSC-CVP was split into the French-speaking Christian Social Party and Flemish Christian People's Party. In 2001, the CVP changed its name to the CD&amp. The party was almost continually in power from its establishment until 1999, with the exception of 1954 to 1958. In 1999, the Flemish Liberals and Democrats became the largest party in Belgium, and formed a majority purple government of Liberals, Social Democrats and Greens. The same happened in the Flemish government, but with the addition of Flemish nationalists. In 2003, CD&amp again lost the federal elections, which continuated the federal center-left coalition, but this time without the Greens. In 2004, Flemish elections were held and the CD&amp once more became the largest political party by representation in the Flemish parliament. League.Until became Flemish minister-president. After successful local elections in 2006, the party became the largest party in the Belgian Chamber of Representatives after the federal elections of 2007. The CD&amp led the subsequent coalition talks, which repeatedly stalled. On the 20th of March 2008, a new federal government was finally assembled, led by League.Until. Chris Peters subsequently became the next minister-president of Flanders. From the 30th of December 2008 till the 25th of November 2009, Herman Van Rompuy led his first cabinet before becoming the first permanent president of the European Council. Afterwards, League.Until led his second government. In June 2009, Flemish elections were held and the CD&amp remained the largest party of Flanders. Chris Peters stayed as Flemish minister-president. The party also remained the largest Flemish party in the European Parliament after the 2009 European elections. In 2010, the Open Flemish Liberals and Democrats decided to step out of the federal coalition and consequently ending the government. The federal elections of 2010 resulted in a major loss of historic proportions for CD&amp, largely due to votes lost to the Flemish nationalist New Flemish Alliance. In the campaign, former Prime Minister League.Until took a subtle step aside as frontrunner of the party. The president of the party, Marianne Thyssen, had pre-electorally stated that she was a candidate to become Prime Minister. On the 6th of December 2011, the Die-Ruper government was formed, with the CD&amp as the largest Flemish party. party. During the local elections in 2012, CD&amp managed to remain the largest Flemish party on the local level. It remained in the coalition of all 5 Flemish provinces and in 3/4 of the municipalities. Almost half of these municipalities were subsequently led by CD&amp mayors. Electoral results. Federal Parliament. Results for the Chamber of Representatives in percentages for the Kingdom of Belgium. From 1971 to 1999, CVP figures. 2003, CD&amp figures. 2007, CD&amp NVA figures. From 2010 onwards, CD&amp figures. Chamber of Representatives, Senate, Regional Parliaments, Brussels Parliament, Flemish Parliament, European Parliament, Presidents. CVP, PSC 1945 to 1947, Gilbert Mully 1947 to 1949, Paul Willem Sedges 1949 to 1959, Jeff de Scuffelier 1959 to 1961, Fred Bertrand 1961 to 1963, Joseph de Sager 1963 to 1968, Robert van der Kerkhoff, CVP 1968 to 1972, Robert van der Kerkhoff 1972 to 1979, Wilfried Martins 1979 to 1982, Leo Tindemans 1982 to 1988, Frank Swalen 1988 to 1993, Herman van Rompuy 1993 to 1996, Johan van Heck 1996 to 1999, Mark van Peel 1999 to 2001, Stefan de Klerk, CD&amp 2001 to 2003, Stefan de Klerk 2003-2004, Yves Leterme 2004 to 2007, Joe van Urzen 2007-2008, Etienne Sharpie 2008 to 2008, Wouter Beke 2008 to 2010, Marianne Thistlin 2010 present, Wouter Beke until 1968. This list gives the president of the Flemish part of the unitary CVP PSC. The party changed its name from CVP to CD&amp on the 29th of September 2001.